What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Rowdy Player One channel. I'm Rowdy, and today we've got a book haul for you. I have got stuff from my local bookstore. I have got stuff that I purchased from an author. And what else do we got? A couple of things. One thing I won, another thing that I got for Christmas. So, pretty good size. I got 11 books here, and really excited about all of these eventually getting to read them. So let's see what we got first. We are going to go. I got The Prince of Tides by Pat Conroy. I had heard that this book is really good by another booktuber, Ian Goobley, I think's who it is. And him and his wife both say that this book is absolutely amazing. So I am pretty excited to give this a shot. I don't know when that'll happen, but it will eventually, of course. Then I picked up this little cover of The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandra Dumas. Is it Dumas or Dumars? Dumas. Dumars or Dumas. I've got a buddy that may be doing a buddy read with this, and I may end up joining him with it. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to see. But I was curious on this that have I seen a special edition that's like huge and like got the gold edges and it's like red and gold? Or am I losing my mind? But it sure feels like I've seen this version like that. I've not looked it up or anything, but I've thought I've seen someone else look at it. And I guess because that version was so big that I thought that this book would be huge, but looks like it's about 530 pages ish. That's not terrible. So I may end up giving this a shot if they'll have me, of course, on the buddy read. Then I found this, my wife actually found it for me for 10 cents at my local. All of these right now are for my bookstore. Didn't pay hardly anything for any of it, but this right here, what is this? Oh, Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, for 10 cents. And I was like, for 10 cents, I've never read it. I've watched multiple movies on it. I've watched multiple plays, but I've never actually read A Christmas Carol. So this right here will definitely be happening in December of this year. I mean, this sucker's short, 142 pages, not even 140. So I'll definitely be getting this done in Christmas. So I'm excited about this. I've heard so many good things about the book. What do we got next? Oh, for Christmas, I got from my wife and kids A Boy's Life by Robert McCammon. From what I understand, this is a really good coming of age story. Haven't read anything about it. I've just heard really great things. So I don't. In my last video, I'd said like I don't like to read the backs or anything. I just like to go with most of my stuff blind. And so far, it's worked pretty good. Now, if I start hitting to where I don't know nothing about books, whenever I go to read them and they turn out to be terrible, I may stop doing that. But I've gotten enough good recommendations from this from multiple people. I want to thank Mike's Book Reviews even said this is really good. So very excited about giving this a shot at some point. And of course, it's got the perfect flop. You can't ever beat that. That's The Boy's Life. All right, these next two books I got from an author I purchased from R.E. Sanders, A Path of Blades and Demon's Tear. And these look awesome. I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to read these books, but I plan on reading them this year for sure. At least get one out of the way. Maybe a blade or Path of Blades, just because it's not quite as long, and the words are pretty big on the page, so I can probably knock that out. And of course, he was kind enough to sign them for me. I appreciate that. R.E. Sanders signed this one too. This is a thick boy right here. So that one. How big is this? Ooh, 530 pages. It just feels way heavier. Like this is a chunky boy, just thick. But I'm excited about Demon's Tier. I've heard really good things from some people that have read it. All right, we're going back to the used bookstore, and I actually grabbed I have a real life friend that we're good buddies, and he has been telling me about this book series that he heard is absolutely incredible. And I've been looking for it. I found them on the Broken Binding. I think the second and third book, but not the first one. I think it's sold out. So I've somehow lucked up and found it at the used bookstore for not much. But Alexander Darwin's, what was this called? Combat Codes. Um, Sounds really good from what he had said, and excited to give this a shot. Like I said, I know it's a trilogy, and so if I like this, I'll figure out how to purchase the next two, which I'm pretty sure are going to be good as well as this one. I think this has got a ton of action in it, and I love action, of course. That's my favorite thing. But I'm going to read this blurb to you. It says, this book kicks ass, literally and literally, by Richard Swan. So this is going to be good. I feel it. But the funny thing is, Richard Swan said that. Oh, look what I found at the used bookstore. Richard Swan's The Justice of Kings, book 1. Really excited about this. What was it? His newest book for this. I think it's a side, like this trilogy's done, and then he's got another one, Empire, something of Empire, something, I don't remember, but it looks really good. But I've heard book 1 of this series, which is called Empire of the Wolf. Yep, Empire of the Wolf, small writing. I've heard it's awesome. Book 2 and book 3, I think by what I understand, is not quite as good as book 1, but they're still good. And so I'm planning on getting to this hopefully this year, because I definitely want to keep going on if it is good, and got this pretty cheap. I was very pleased. All right, so I have one more from my used bookstore, but I wanted to, or actually two, but we are doing a buddy read, me and 3 other booktubers, Kevin Toll Reads, Trav's Bookshelf, and some other character, Scott. And we're doing Lonesome Dove. Just did our first live stream last Saturday, and the next one will come up, not this coming up Saturday, but the next on the 25th of January. That will be on Travis' channel. And Lonesome Dove, so far, I'd said on that live stream that it's not really hitting me yet. We've read the first 25 chapters. Now, this next 2 weeks is going to be chapter 26 through chapter 50. And I've read 4 or 5. I've read 4 or 5 chapters into this second part of it, and it's getting better. And that's a whole new set of characters, but I think I may be coming around to it more. So if I end up loving this book, which I fully intend to because of how good everybody says it is, I have plans to read the next one, which I happen to get, Streets of Laredo. And I got this sucker for $2.50 at the used bookstore. So I was like, I mean, for $2.50, if I end up loving Lonesome Dove, I might as well get the second one and continue it at some point. I think there's 4 books in the series, but I'm going to go with this one. I think I've heard the first, obviously Lonesome Dove and Streets of Laredo, I think are the 2 best. The other 2 are okay. So we will see. So hopefully I will end up loving Lonesome Dove once I get further along, and then Streets of Laredo will be good. Okay, last one from used bookstore. I'd heard Glenn Cook has super, super dark stuff, as far as grim dark. and The Black Company was one of them. So I ended up somehow picking up the Chronicles of the Black Company. It has the first 3 books in it, I guess. The Black Company, Shadows Linger, and The White Rose. I don't know nothing about this. So when I looked it up online, which maybe y'all can tell me this because I don't quite understand it, it seems like when I looked for it, it was showing this book and 3 other books with it, but they all have 3 stories in it. So is this 12 books? Am I right or am I crazy? And this is just actually one. There's only 4, but I'm super confused with it. So, like I said, I found this one for super cheap and wanted to give it a shot. I heard it's really dark, and then I think they said that Glenn Cook is coming out with a new book that goes into this series, and it's been several years since I think he finished the Black Company stuff. So maybe somebody can explain this to me because I'm very confused. But I'm hoping it's going to be good. I've heard it is, but like I said, I've heard it's really dark. Or did I just pick this up and I'm crazy because it has nothing to do with any of it? Let me know, please. Finally, so this final book here, I actually got online. I think it's Marriott Books, and signed up to win a giveaway. And I actually, because of Andy Peliquin was doing his 3rd book in the Queen of Thieves series special edition, and I ended up winning. So I talked to him and I asked him. I was like, "All right, I've not read any of this series. Are you sending me book 3? Because if you are, then how do I purchase book 1 and book 2? Because what's the point?" And they had wrote me back and they were like, "No, we're sending you book 1. That way, you can purchase book 2 and book 3. So I said, cool. Well, they didn't send me book 1. They sent me book 2. So I can't even read the series without hopefully going on their website eventually buying book 1 and then having to buy book 3 if I end up liking book 1. But this is kind of crazy to read book 1 or book 2 in the middle because I don't know what the heck's going on. But anyways, this book is beautiful. Let me show you it. Obviously, you got the outside, but that's nothing. The inside of this is incredible. There's the cover. Absolutely stunning. The blue foiled edges, end papers. So nice. I think he signed it here as well. Oh, there's another end page. You can see that. We get to where he signed. Oh, looks like a big X. Oh nice. Let's see this back. Yep, and there's the back. So that is a beautiful looking book. So I was super excited that I won, but then now I can't read the thing. But that's all right. I'll figure out a way to get book 1 and give it a shot. I'm pretty excited about that. I think it's going to be good. I've been wanting to read Andy Peliquin forever and just hadn't got around to it. I know he's got Assassin's Blade, but it's on like book 9 or 10 or 10 or 11 or I don't know. He's coming up with seems like multiple a year. So I don't know if I'll ever be able to catch up with them. And I heard they are thick books, but we will see. Well, that's all I got. Hope y'all enjoyed this book haul. Got a bunch of different things. Excited to try out all this stuff. If you will, give this video a like. Helps share it out to everybody. I appreciate that. Comment. Have y'all got any new books here lately? Let me know because I'm very interested to see what everyone else picks up, especially if you got stuff for Christmas. I ended up only getting this one, but I ended up getting bookshelves to help my stuff out, and then of course my sign. So it was pretty nice. But other than that, subscribe to the channel, and y'all have a good day. Bye.